guys to my first episode of Lynn's Island. Been playing a couple different survival games recently, and Lynn's has really caught my eye. So let's get into it. So start off here with a world name. We're gonna do Forget Me Island. Well, it doesn't look like it allows spaces, so let's do an underscore that allows that. Forget Me Island. Oh, I did another space. I didn't learn the first time apparently. Let's get into it. Make sure the intro cutscene is checked. And if you know anything about this channel, hey, you go big or go home. So we're gonna be playing on a permadeath run, and we're gonna play essentially, or this playthrough will be until I die. Start off with our character selection here. So we got our name. We're just gonna go Metro for the name. Different places that we can be born. I'm assuming it just changes the skin color. Let's go with this brown skin fellow here. Gonna play as a man. Does Mylan wear shoes? Let's do definitely not. How about that? And this is changing the hairstyle. Okay. Kind of got a lot of hair right now, and actually it kind of looks like this. So we're gonna go with that hairstyle there. We're gonna go with the vest. No, maybe this is Gambian, but I think I kind of like the vest. I think I'm gonna go with the vest and the rope on the waist, and then we're gonna do pair of pants. I think these guys right here go well with the fit. Let's get it. Got Metro, our character. Let's start the game. I'm really excited to play this. I don't know too much about it, but I think this is the intro cutscene. So. History tells the story of a great meteor, a bright light that pierced the sky and scattered fragments of glowing stone across the earth. Oh, it's gonna go. I don't know how fast it's gonna go, so I'm gonna read as fast as I can. Humans were drawn to the stone. They felt the power calling to them. I added in words there. It's okay. So began the age of the ancients. They worshipped the stone, rising from cave dwellers to the creators of a great power and technology. Okay. Then they vanished, a void in history. Humanity was reduced to scattered survivors hiding in the shadows. Oh, what happened? Must have been something pretty bad. All right, we got a miner guy here. Lightstone faded from memory and humanity rebuilt. Then one day, a lone miner searching for gold uncovered something far more valuable. Looked like they rediscovered the stone again, and so began a new age, the Lightstone Rush. People flocked to the mines, chasing Lightstone and the limitless power source, excuse me. Lightstone took control of the world and the mind. Those who chased it became obsessed. Their minds twisted, and over time, their bodies changed. That doesn't sound good at all. We have some demons here. Chaos erupted. Once human beings turned into dark creatures consumed by power, controlled by the void. Okay, so those are humans that have been around the stones for too long. Society is in peril. Humanity clings to life, hiding in corners of the world, but the darkness keeps creeping forward, consuming all in its path. This is probably what happened to the ancient civilization originally, and they passed away due to the stone being too powerful for their mental stability. Have a brief talk here with this captain. I'm not gonna read this because it seems like it's going pretty fast, but if you guys would like to read this, just slow the video down so you can get a good look at this. But Lucky Jack is who we're talking to, and I'm sitting on the front of the ship. I don't really know where we're heading, but I'm done. Okay, I'm fine. I don't like shoes. That's kind of funny. Hold on, once we get to the reef over there. Oh, it looks like we're pretty close. All right, we're loading into our world. I'm so excited to really play this. I'm not gonna lie. I've been waiting to play this for a little while. I know it's been out for a stiff little minute, but I'm excited to play this now. So hopefully this is a long playthrough. This will be my first ever game playing a permadeath. I've never played a game in a permadeath mode before, but I figured I'd give myself a challenge, and seeing it there instead of just playing regular hard, I figured why not. So we have a little tutorial here. Time each attack to trigger a critical hit for more damage. Okay, you can do more damage timing your hits instead of holding down to auto hit. Time your next swing when you see a critical circle expanding. Okay. All right, so you just hit it when the circle is there. Ah, I like that. Okay. That's not bad. Got some deer here. Let's go ahead and collect those. Can I break this tree? Oh, we have tools. Okay. How do we switch? We just use the number. Oh, okay. Let's get it. We're gonna do some basic survival stuff first. Since we're doing permadeath, I think I'm gonna try to focus on building a house. Well, there's a tutorial on the top right that's already telling me to do it. I didn't even look up there. Okay, so we have a couple missions that we're supposed to do. I already gathered blueberries just out of the survival instinct. Collect wood, collect stone, and then build a house. Okay, so they want me to build a house anyways, which is smart. I planned on doing that first to begin with, because what I don't want to happen is we die in the first 5 minutes and this is the shortest playthrough ever. I would prefer that not to be the case. So we're definitely gonna, okay, we're already done with that. We're definitely gonna get our money's worth here. And I guess if this series does good, I know I'm a fairly new channel, but if it does good by a new channel standards, then I'll just keep it up and I'll come back and play another playthrough. And maybe I just don't play it on permadeath anymore. Might just do a hardcore run and go from there, see what the game holds. I think that elk just tried to attack me there. Luckily it didn't hit me. And keep chopping away. Trying to time those criticals, but I wouldn't say I'm the best necessarily. He just wants us to build a house. I'm gonna collect as much wood as possible before doing that. I'm not sure. I isn't the inventory button. Oh, okay, we got a couple buttons on the side. Switch to tab. Managing your hotbar on your backpack. So you drag an item to your hotbar to equip it. Cool. Any unequipped item can be found in your backpack. Okay. It sorts resources for me. That's great. And then you eat food by equipping them to your hotbar. All right. Wonderful. 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 Okay. So I could move this here. And then it should, in turn. Okay. Yeah, it moved it there. So these are out of 50. I think I'm already maxed out on wood, and I'm not going to be getting any hardwood soon. So I think I can go for fibers, which I'm assuming is just breaking these leaves here, or these bushes. We're going to do that. And yeah, we are maxed out on wood, so it's not bad. Did I have like a scythe? I think that's a pickaxe, so maybe not. What does the most damage to these? It might be the... Well, definitely not the pickaxe, it's the axe. All right, so let's gather up at least 50 of these fibers. So hopefully we don't need to continue to resource grind. And we'll get to house building. Looks like there's some people over here to my left, but they don't look hostile. That's great. Let's check them. I'm gonna cut this last bush and we're gonna see what they're talking about, so we can also jump as well. Don't mind animal hides, been drying them all morning. What brings you my way? Did something happen here? At a time, yes, but we haven't had any void raids recently. I can finally use my hunting skills on deer and rabbits rather than tracking down voidlings. Oh. If I'm being honest, I feel bad for those ghastly creatures. Half of them look like they're running from something worse than us. I think that has to do with the stone rage, if you will. Seen any critters out there lately? You can bring down a deer with a good bow. Wouldn't you know it? Happen to sell some of those. Or if you're feeling friendly, try one of those bait boxes and tame yourself a furry companion. Okay. Rawide's my main trade, but I like to think I sell a bit of charm too. Haha. Well, you got a little sense of humor there. Sorry, I can't help you with that, right? right now. Why did it give us an option to retrieve a backpack if he can't help us? It's kind of lame. Okay. You can buy bait boxes from him for 50 gold, and then the bow is 30. So maybe we work on that, because then that'll be a weapon. I would like not to have to melee anything. Just for the sake of not getting hit. I don't I don't think we'd be the best. Oh, but you can sell things. Okay. It's alright. 5 wood for one gold. That's not too bad, but that's to him. Does he buy anything by chance? Is that what this is? Yes. So you can sell him rawhide. He does 3 for 1 or 3 for 3. Okay, so every rawhide gives you 1. And I'm assuming this is flowers. So this is Steph. Hi there, sunshine. The flowers started blooming early today. Must have known you were coming. It's nice to meet you. It's so nice to see a friendly face around these parts. We don't get a lot of visitors as our town is quite small and run down. Oh, the Voidlings made a real mess of things. Oh, that's not good. The flowers still bloom. And so will this town. I'm just here to sprinkle a little joy, a little color, and maybe a few seeds in every crack I find. Okay. I'm assuming she buys and sells seeds and flowers. I can get with that. Okay. Got a couple planters and pots and things of that nature. She sells some farming armor to help with harvesting chances, so that'd be nice. Apparently we can build farms, which probably come in handy for the food situation. And then we have a blacksmith over here. So Jared the blacksmith, talk fast. This blade's not going to shape itself. Oh, how long have you lived here? I've been here since the first nail went into this so-called town. Back then the void was a real threat, not just some distant noise in the trees. These days they're more of a nuisance than a danger, if you ask me, but plenty around would say otherwise. Okay, so he's been here for a very long time. Care to share any advice? Most folks don't realize it, but if you cook rawhide over a campfire, it turns into tan leather. Strong stuff. My mother taught me that. Okay. Hard woman, didn't waste a single scrap if she could help it. All right, so that taught us a little tool tip. Those voids creeping out of the southern dungeon. If you're thinking of facing them, you'll need more than courage. I forge every piece of armor myself. No shortcuts, no jump. Just gear that won't let you die, stupid. Okay, he's calling me stupid already. Maybe I am. Oh no, making weapons is hard. It's hard work. It's so hard to come by iron. If only I could invent some kind of machine to mass produce it. Oh, okay. And then, so you need tan leather to buy the armor from him. Okay. So that's not bad. 60 coins for that and 45 for the helmet, and then a couple tan leather apiece. That's not too bad. It didn't seem like he sold any like swords or anything like that. So he buys scrap metal, he buys coal, stone, and wood. Maybe we get to doing some of that. And then we have a Bridgestone town board, which it looks like you can level up the town if you just have these resources. The blacksmith minigame, sapphire vendor, excuse me, and decorations for sale. They'll upgrade the village, I assume, and allow us to do more things. Oh, I'm chopping down a tree again, forgetting that I already maxed out my resources. I don't think there's more to the town. I seen that there was like a little mine thing over here, but I'm just gonna assume it's dangerous for the meantime, or that we can't go in there. Let me see. Oh, we can. Oh, well, I guess there's no other way to find out rather than going head first. All right, so we got a little mine here. Conquer the caves with building. You can build anywhere in the caves. Build bridges, towers to access new areas. Make the cave your home and farm unique plants underground. I could also live down here too, which I kind of don't want to do yet. Just because I'm not sure if there's any enemies down there or anything like that. I don't want to I don't want to put myself in a bad situation. So I think I'm going to build my house as close to town as possible so I can utilize the market as best as possible. I might just build in this clearing. I'm gonna chop down these trees here. With a little practice, I'll get good at hitting these criticals more. So get these trees out of the way. Unfortunately, a little deforestation, but it'll go a long way. Definitely need the space. All right, so how do we build? We have a hammer that doesn't do anything. So we have F, which has a hammer emblem, and there we go. Okay, so we got a couple different things here. This is construction, machinery, farming, and the animals. Looks like we can have pet houses and things of that nature, decorations, and then collectible items. So we just need to build a house. Building your home. How homes start with foundations. Drag the first item in your build menu to place a foundation. To edit your builds, enter edit mode with F, which I had to find out by myself. Make buildings easier using camera controls and level switching. Okay, and then upgrade and change your builds with various styles. Cool beans. There's different styles in here, I'm assuming. There's stone, ornate, and pagoda. Oh, but pagoda needs hardwood, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what that was. I just heard a strange noise. I don't want to hear strange noises right now, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we're gonna try to make it as even as possible. I think we're just gonna do a basic 3x3. Then we pick up these logs while I'm at it. Or maybe we make it a little bigger so I don't have to revisit it anytime soon and we can get to adventuring. So we're gonna have a pretty big house to start off with. I don't think that'll be too bad. Start placing some walls down. I think I'm gonna do. Oh, I didn't mean to place that wall there. I guess as good a time as any. How do you destroy things? Find that out pretty soon. I think I'm gonna place my door between those two. This is obstructed by something. Let's get out of here. Oh, it's a bush here. All right. Am I too high? Oh, there's already a wall there. I didn't realize I placed one already. Okay. But I can still get rid of this bush so it's not in the house. Looks like I'll still have some terrain still in there, but that's not too bad. Okay. Let's click F again. And let's see, how do we... Ah, there we go. So we recycled an item. Okay, so we'll place that wall there. And we'll place a doorway. And... from there, I think we just need a roof, but I want to place some windows. I'm trying to figure out... Ah, there we go. Okay. So I recycled this one. There we go. I was about to say, I can't see those. I'm gonna put one back here as well. Alright. So now we'll just place a couple windows here. At least let some light in, and then we'll start making some roofing. Oh, I think all we need is ceilings actually. I didn't know they were just individual ceilings. So those count as building the house once you put a roof on, which is nice, but it looks like it's nighttime. Do they have beds by chance? They do, but I need more wood. Okay, so we're out in the darkness. Not sure if this is like a when it's nighttime monster spawn type of thing, but between this episode and the next... Oh, I'm hungry. I'm starving. Oh, and there's a monster. I'm starving and I'm being chased. Okay, this is not good. Let's get back in the house and let's eat. I'm starving. No. Well, that was the start of this. think what we're gonna do, we're just gonna reload. I would think that's too quick to end an episode that was only around 20 minutes worth of worth of this world. We didn't get that far, so we're just gonna delete the save and try again. That's really crazy. All right, I need to focus on my food situation. That's not really good. You can't do forget me again. Let's just do Winless Island since I already lost. And then we're gonna do another permadeath, of course. If I can still play with the same created character and I don't have to change anything, that'd be great. So let's just start it up. Okay, I could have turned this off. I'm not sure if I can skip it or not. I'm gonna click next every time it shows up, but that's crazy. Literally, I started I wasn't even paying attention to my food. I know they mentioned it, but I wasn't paying attention. I started panicking. I literally started panicking because I was starving and I saw 2 of the Voidlings. I was like, oh shit. So, what better start to an adventure than to die really early? So I think for this episode at least, and maybe I just continue until I either get close to beating it or I have an actual substantial playthrough enough to where it's worth ending the series unless people like it, and then I'll continue it. But I think I'll get past at least the first 2 tutorial like sets of missions, and then we'll end this episode. And I hope you guys are ready for maybe a long series or maybe a short series. I'm not really sure. You let me know if it's actually enjoyable to see me get packed up within the first 20 minutes of a playthrough. Then I'll just keep doing it until we can beat the game or we move on to the next game. There's a lot of different games out there that I want to try, and I plan on making this channel more focused on survival and roguelike games. I really love those. Excuse me. I was gonna say but I guess I just kind of mixed the 2 up. But no, yeah, I really like roguelites and survival games. I don't typically play on the hardest difficulties, but I figured it'd be more entertaining to see me fail over and over again. I know some of the channels, like me growing up, a lot of channels tend to succeed a lot. And there's nothing wrong with just being good at games, but there's not a lot of, or at least that I've seen, there's not a lot of games that just show the bad side about oh, so we're already on tutorial part 2, so maybe we'll complete part 2 and then we'll go to 3 as well. Are we on the same? No. Okay, so we still have to clear this out. So now I know I need to do this before nighttime, and I need to make sure I can build a bed. So we're not going to build a super big house because we ran out of resources last time. I totally forgot what I was saying, honestly. I locked in immediately. Kind of trying to make sure we don't end up like the last time. Okay. Oh, you can do a little chain reaction there. Okay, I like to see it. If you chop a tree in the direction of another tree, you'll knock both of them down. We'll do this. I don't think there's no need to talk to anybody in the village anymore. And if those guys come out at night, there's definitely a high chance that they're gonna be in a cave no matter what. So I don't really want to go in there. We're gonna mine some stone here. Then we're gonna start building our house. Set your spawn point from bed. It's gonna be all fine and dandy, but if we die once, we're cooked. So maybe we'll have like a teleport feature or something like that. Oh, looks like I'm hungry again. Okay, so how do we eat? I just have to click the button. Okay, so that's what I didn't know the last time. I was trying to use the scroll wheel because the scroll wheel lets me transfer to the different items on my hotbar. But apparently you can't scroll wheel to your food, so you have to click what it's attached to. Which isn't bad. It looks like you can't scroll wheel for the torch either. You probably have to click it as well, but I don't want to waste the durability on that. I'm assuming it has a lifespan. Maybe, I'm not really sure, but I don't want to find out this time. Okay, let's break these barrels. Seems like they give some pretty good stuff. Got some arrows out of that. That's nice. Got a fox or something? I'm not sure. Okay, so let's do... I don't want to build it on a stump again. Let's click F. Maybe we do it in this clearing here, or we do it along the beach. Kind of like that. Let's have a little beach house here. And that says obstruct it. Maybe we do something like this. I can get down. I know I just said I'm not gonna make a big house, but I feel like we have some time. It's just force of habit. I want to make sure this part is taken care of, because I kind of don't want to do it again. Like I mentioned on the last character, I don't like building. I'm not one of those people who are like a real savvy builder, if you will. I ran out of resources. Start chopping down a couple more trees. Yeah, I'm not really one of those people who just like make some extravagant, super fancy builds. I like things that look nice, but not anything overly complicated. Ooh, it looks like I can damage my... can I repair it with this? Okay, yes. That's nice. But don't chop trees near the house. Got it. Or don't chop them in a direction. And I need to also remember the critical thing as well. So let's get some fibers from here. So I think we needed those for the bed as well. Let's get this house built as fast as possible. Go back to our build mode. No, how do I? Okay, that's how you rotate. My walls are facing the wrong direction. That's kind of... It's not a good thing. Okay, let's recycle you. And we'll recycle you. Do this. We're gonna place a window here. That I think would be nice. We're gonna place a window there as well. Then we just ran out of resources again. Oops. F. Now I'm learning the buttons. Alright. Boom. Alright, we have an enclosed space. This is our porch, which I'm fine with. Okay. Next step. It's gonna cost a lot of wood to do that. Let's look at our... Okay, we have 19. What is it gonna take to make the bed? It's gonna take 10 and 5 fiber. Okay, let's make the bed first. We're just gonna place the bed in an arbitrary location. It'll be okay. And then we need to make a campfire for the quest. We need to make all of these things, I do believe, or most of them. This is a storage box. We can probably make that as well. So this must be enclosed under a roof. Let's get a ceiling down. I'm not sure if that counts. All right, and then don't show the roof, which is nice. So now I think I can set bed. Okay. So that saved my game, which is great. Oh, okay. So I can also change my point of view if I hold right click, which I probably should have tested all my movement controls beforehand. This looks nice. The island looks really nice. I like the graphics on it. It's more like RuneScape style graphics, kinda like the way it looks on the RuneScape 3D, I think. But I'm also not a RuneScape player either, so don't don't quote me on that. All right, let's get rid of this wall. This kind of looks weird or out of place. I think just having this here is fine. But okay, yeah, so we have part of a house. Let's build some more. Oh, we ran out. All right, no big deal, no big deal. What I can do, because I just seen it, I can build like this little fence thing here. And I think that'll be better. I don't think we can build up here because it's an incline, but I'm not tripping on that. So let's go get some more trees. Make sure I turn my camera to where I can actually see. Gonna cut down a couple more trees. Yeah, we're gonna finish our roof, or our ceiling, I should say. I haven't built a roof yet, but we're gonna finish our ceiling, and then we are going to build our workbench and campfire and see what's next. Now that I know how to eat, I'm less scared of the nighttime because I can handle one thing immediately, but that was a lot to handle all at once. So I'm excited to actually be able to. Oh, missing. Excited to actually be able to play. Now I am. This is the first run. Not the by no means the second character. First try, like many say. First try. All right. Let's collect these. We should have enough maybe to finish the roof. 47. So we're almost maxed out. Takes 10 to make this. So let's place this guy here as closest to the wall as possible. Okay. Gonna do a storage. I think that'll be nice. Maybe a storage right next to it. All right, and then we just unlocked an anvil, and it's gonna take some stone that we don't have to make the campfire, which is the last thing we need to do. It gives us some experience. Not sure what the experience is for. Maybe there's a maybe there's like skills or something in the game, but I'll check that out shortly. Okay, so we have a full enclosure now, and I don't like that this side doesn't have at least a window or something like it. So let's change that. We're gonna change this so we can see inside, and we're going to, oh, we can do like half walls here. Stop that. I want to see them. That looks kind of ugly. All right, let's change this. I think what I can do though, how do we get to the angle so I can see them? Okay, so we're gonna get rid of these walls, and I think what I'm gonna do instead, if it lets me, and it looks like it might, I think we're gonna do these like, oops. I think we're gonna do these wooden railings instead. I kind of like the way they look. Oops. Did it again. All right. Oops is here. And then, oh, so your roof can fall down. That won't be good. Let's place pillars, I guess every couple spaces. It should be good for a house this size. 2 pillars should be good, but that's just a guess. Okay, we got a blueprint for a watering can. That's for a farm. So now we can make a farm, and it's a makeshift Bowie knife. I think we have that already, maybe. All right, let's get out of this. Is that what this is? Yes, that's exactly what that is. Okay, so looks like it's turning nighttime. That's fine. Let's eat some more. We also should probably get some food, and then what is this map? Okay, so we have a map. This location, I can put markers on the map and right click to get rid of those. Oh, and then we have C here. So, okay. So we do have your quest. Compendium is what I just clicked on. I'm assuming it's just another name for a book. um, we have different skill paths that we can go down, which isn't bad. Honestly, I might do this immediately just because of the food drain. I haven't even read everything, but I would really rather not have to worry about eating as much. Chance to double dark essence harvested, bonus crit hit damage. Oh, well, maybe this as well. This may apply to everything because it says you can crit even for like trees and stuff like that, or whatever you're doing. If you're swinging something, you can crit as long as you hit the window. So this would make farming slightly easier. This is for farming, and then I'm assuming this has something to do with storage. No. Skilled explorers, base damage increase and chance to double fish and meat collected. Okay. So, turning night. I don't have anything I can do immediately. Oh, you can place garden beds and things in the house. Did not know that. I'm probably not gonna do that, but I can make like a porch area over here maybe. You can like take down one of these walls, make a porch, and then put it in like a 2x2 area over here, just so we can have some basic things growing. I don't think there's anything else I need. This is to make like a fully functioning roof, but I didn't make the house in a shape that I'd be like, oh, this is a good roof to put stuff on. Yeah, and this guy here seems like it's not having it. And I don't know how to zoom in or out. It's not the scroll wheel. Let's see if there's a not world settings. Let's just try regular settings. Chunk load. No. All right, we got controls here. Yeah, keyboard and mouse. Move up and down. Yeah, we know that. Okay, here we go. Why is it not scrolling? Here we go. Compendium is C. Okay, good to remember. Got some split stacks. Drop one. Hotbar items. To holster is Z. Got it. Ah, here we are. So zoom is right click and then those. Okay, so let's see. Let's try this out. All right, there we are. We zoom out a little bit more so we can see. You can actually see the world and it's all its beauty. I know I had the chunk distance kind of low. Oh, we have a Voidling right there. Just two. Oh, that's not good. I know we have the render distance kind of low, but that's on purpose to get the smoothest gameplay as possible. So let's sleep. Don't want to deal with these guys. It looks like they die in the morning. That's great. I would rather not. All right. These guys are no longer. And now I can get to farming again. So let's get some trees here. And then I think, oh, I need a stone. Excuse me. I'm getting sidetracked. I was gonna go try to make a whole bunch of money. Gonna try to make some money, but we need stone. So let's go get some stone for the campfire. Like I said, on our character that lasted 2 seconds, I'm gonna try to focus on the survival aspect first, and then we're gonna get into more combat, just so that I can actually give you guys a longer playthrough and we don't die in the first the first 20 minutes again. Hopefully it stays that way. I know at some point in time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this game is based off like going into dungeons and actually fighting things. So there will come a time where that is the primary. So I'd rather get the survival aspect out the way. It could be kind of boring for some viewers. I understand that, but we're gonna all get through this together, because I promise you I don't like the I don't like the building aspect of a lot of games. It's not really my thing, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, let's see if I can do something really cheeky. It's also another island over there. I might go over there just to check that out, but I'm gonna try to chop this tree in this direction and see. Oh, it didn't do it. I was gonna see if I can knock down all of those trees at once, but I think it just went in a direction I was facing. So let's try this. Nope. It kind of just goes where it wants to go. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. I was supposed to be getting stone. I'm still getting sidetracked, but there's stone over here. Don't judge me. Let's get some stone from over here. All right. We're cooking. Okay, are these flowers? Is that what this is? I keep using a pickaxe to mess with bushes. If I don't know any better, those are flowers. So I know we can sell flowers. So let's collect these while we're over here. Again, getting sidetracked, but who doesn't like getting sidetracked? I feel like that's a normal human occurrence. I just picked up a bottle. What did that give me? Metal scrap. I think he buys, the blacksmith buys metal scrap. Okay, what is this here? If I'm mistaken, I may have broken one of these. It looks like it'd be like a clay resource or something like that. Let's do tab and here. Yeah, it is clay. So clay and stone. Seen something for this. So those are iron shards. We got blindstone. A couple different things. Okay. Some slime. From killing slimes. Okay. Great. Got it. Pure titanium. Dark essence. Alright, so. Not too bad. Not too bad. We need more food. No, we only have 5 blueberries. If we can get that bow, which is kind of why my mind went to getting money. If we can get that bow, that'd be very nice. And we got some arrows for free. So use arrows to jump over far distance. You can jump further when you're air rolling instead of regular jumping. Okay, was it? Got it. Okay, I'm learning the tech, even though I just missed. All right, let's get it together. Let's get it together. Ugh. All right, we made it. We made it. Cool. So we activate this. I'm not sure what this is. This is a fruit tree, apparently. I don't know what I just did, but hopefully it was something good. All right. Either way, let's make it back home. We'll collect the rest of these flowers here. What's the chicken? Does it run? It does run, but we can grab this egg. I'll take the egg. I'm not gonna chase the chicken down. Let's grab this clay. Then we're gonna head home, build this campfire, do this last set of quests on page 3 of the tutorials, and then we're gonna end the episode. Yeah, again, I hope you guys actually end up liking this series, because I'm really excited to play this. And I guess even if you guys don't, or if the support isn't really there, I might just play it in my free time. But get back home, and how do we want to do this? I think we'll take down this wall here. Can't grab that back. That's kind of unfortunate. That's fine. Take down that wall there, and we'll start building. No, it won't let me. It's kind of tragic, but it'll let me come out this way. Okay, I'm fine with that. And then we just have to build some walls so that we can't be attacked by the nasties. All right, so we have a slight opening there. We're just gonna put a roof here, a ceiling there, and then this will just be open space. This also gives us the room for our garden as well, so I'm not mad at it. But I won't make it a part of the main building. I'll just let it be a freestanding area. Need to chop down a couple more trees. I'm not sure if the voidlings spawn during storms as well. Oh, whoa, no. Oh, that was bad. I almost died. All right, let's eat first. So we got some food back in us, but I was that was almost the end of us. All right, that wasn't good. I'm not sure how to tell if there's a beehive in the tree or not, but that kind of sucked. All right, let's come back home. Gonna build, what was it that we were trying to do? Oh, it was that last foundation over here, and it looks like there's lightning, so that's not good. I don't want to be the person that gets struck by lightning. We're gonna build our campfire. Just gonna build it over here, kind of out of the way. All right, we got our campfire down. That's great. And then enter the mine 3 iron shards, mine 10 stones, build an anvil, and then upgrade your bowie knife to iron sword. Okay, so that's a lot. That's an actual lot. Okay, so now that we have that down, let's get out of that. Fuel. Let's minimize that real quick. You put the fuel in here, and then whatever we want to cook. Okay, and then there's different, we can also fish, which that would be great if we had a fishing rod right now. That would be amazing. That's fine, we can get armor. Seeing that. Okay, so we have to enter the mines, which we already discovered. The last character, mine 3 iron shards, another stone, and then build an anvil. What does it take to make an anvil? 1 iron shard and 10 stone. Exactly that. Okay. How much stone do we have on us? We're holding 9. It's talking about what we're holding, which is fine. But okay, let's go into the mines. I'm not scared. You are. It's okay. Everything will be all right. The game just saved before we came in. I don't know if that's a good sign or not, but let's check it out. Got a couple bats. Oh, okay. I was confused as to what was making a noise. There's like rumbly noises. I need to get better at doing it for mining. It's like a weird timing. Here we go. Make this process a lot faster. I'm gonna need 3 iron shards, but I'm not really sure what to get iron shards from. It's like a different stone looking thing. Let's activate our torch in here so we can actually see. Looks like you can still do things as well. We don't have a lot of food, so we have to pay attention to that. Also, there's no way to tell. Oh, there is a way to tell time. Okay. So, I'm not sure. Not really sure what the time that's being displayed currently means. I'll figure that part out at some point in time. But as of now, I know we can build in here, but I'm trying not to go too far. I really don't want to end up in a situation where we're fighting and we're not ready to fight, especially if they want us to upgrade our weapons already. I'd rather be fighting once we have a actual weapon to use rather than the starting thing. I'm assuming it probably doesn't do that much damage. Let's top off our food really quickly. And more than what I thought, actually. Okay, so now we're holding 50 stone, which I'm not mad at. We just need the iron shards, which just gonna try to look for something that's different, I guess. I'm not really seeing anything. I feel like this is not smart. The further I go, more worried I'm becoming. Okay, so let's try this way. What is this? Repair, I guess. So we just repaired something. This is different. I'm mining this guy right here. What is this? What resource is that? That's coal. Well, that's great. Where do we find iron? Maybe something up there. I don't know what that is. We're gonna check it out. I also saw that tooltip earlier that said as long as we are full on health, we'll have like a passive regeneration, which that's really nice. So food is going to be very important. I got to make sure that we keep some type of nutrients in our system. I'm not really sure what to find iron or what it looks like. It doesn't tell you anything. It just says mine 3 iron shards. I guess I'll get more of this coal. I want to stick true to my word, but I know this episode is getting kind of long, so we're gonna we're gonna look as fast as possible here. It looks like those are enemies over there. I don't want to go that way yet. Okay, we can't be scared forever, but I gotta pick my battles wisely, and that's not one I want to fight currently. I don't even think we've leveled up yet at all either, so we'll be like level 1 fighting enemies, which I don't feel like is ever a good idea in games, but you guys correct me if I'm wrong, if y'all are more adventurous than I am. Oh, look at that. I honestly just took a guess, and I'm assuming this is the iron that we needed, so that's great. It was here all along. Yep, so that was 4 shards from that. Can I break this? Not the mushrooms. Alright, I guess just let's get the coal. We got the shards that we needed. Then after I get this, I'll head back to the house. It looks like it's about to be nighttime. So I lost milk from that. We'll get back home. We'll build the rest of what we need to build, and we'll call it an episode. I'm enjoying myself so far. I know it's not really exciting yet, but I'm avoiding the excitement on purpose, more so for the sake of survival than anything. But yeah, okay, so I see a voidling there. Let's try to get in the house. So we're in the house. What happens once we're in? They will attack. Oh, no, sleep. Whoa, so that's not good. Okay, we're not ready. We're definitely not ready to fight. Now I know. Also, they can hit through walls, which is horrifying. Okay, so let's make sure everything is repaired and avoid fighting the Voidlings. That's what I just noticed. Avoid fighting the Voidlings for now. Glad I made the right assumption on that. I'm seeing this fishing looking area over here. I know I'm getting sidetracked again. Let me put away the torch. Let's check out what this is. Is there a merchant or something? There is. So rod swordfish. He sells a fishing pole for 10 gold. Okay, so that's cheap. That'll be like, that could be our first purchase actually. And that'll secure food for us because you can cook it in the you can cook it in a campfire. So his name is Kevin. Don't slip on the fish scales. Hello, what's your name? Nice to meet you. I'm Kevin, the local fisherman, dock squatter, and part-time fish whisperer. I'm an old bloke, you know. Been casting lines longer than some trees have stood, I swear. And all fish diets keep me going better than any pickled sardine ever could. Okay. That's an all fish diet. I mean, I guess that's not bad. People are pescatarians, and I wouldn't say that's a bad way of living. Where's the best fishing spot? Fisherman never shares a secret, but I'll give you a small tip. See those whirling pools out in the water? Cast your line there. You're almost guaranteed to bite. You don't need... Just don't tell the others I told you. Okay, so... little whirlpool in the water. That's where we should be fishing. Eh? Do you have any... Do you really need me to answer that question? Just look in front of you. Okay, I've got fresh fish, a few rods, a vest or two, and maybe... a lucky hat if you're feeling hopeful. If you don't catch anything, at least you'll look like you know what you're doing. What was that? Oh, what do you sell here? Okay. Does he actually sell like a hat or something? He'll ship in a bottle, apparently. I don't see... Yeah, I don't actually see a hat, but maybe that was just conjecture. Okay. Cool beans. So we might... I keep taking damage from falling, and I don't feel like that was that far. Either way, we might go ahead and get the fishing rod first once we start actually making some money. But till then, let's get this episode wrapped up. So we're gonna do our anvil. I think I'm gonna put that outside as well. Over here, that's fine. Escape out of that and then upgrade. To put that there. What do we need? We need wood. Okay. Not too bad. Can I jump over my own roof? No, I can't. It's actually probably a good thing. I leveled up, which is also nice. Can you swim? You can swim, and this is a whirlpool of things. Okay, so that's what he was talking about. Also good to know that that's right off the shore. So we have our first level. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm changing my mind. I don't know what to get, to be honest. I might just do this, especially because of that fish and archer thing. So it'd be like one of these two. I wanted to go with the skilled crafter for the food drain, but truthfully, I think we need to be able to defend ourselves. But this one has like a double meat chance as well. So I'm gonna go with that first, and then on our next level, we'll do the one below it. I'll go down the red tree. I'm kind of self-conscious about the trees now as well. I accidentally ate another one that I didn't need to eat. Just because I don't want bees to spawn again. That would be really shitty. And this video's been going on for an hour or two, so that's kind of... I'm sorry for the video being so long. So I'll try to keep the videos for this series around 20 to 30 minutes. No promises on like an exact time, but I definitely do my best to make sure it's not the longest videos in the world, just so that we keep the engagement up. So we now have an iron sword. It's 29 base damage, 34 crit damage. That doesn't seem too bad. Oh, and then we can upgrade other things as well. So we can upgrade our our axe. Let's do that. And if we can upgrade our axe, can we do this as well? Yes, we can. All right. What about this? This is already max level. Great. What about this? You can also upgrade your torch. That's actually amazing. Hardwood, hardened steel. This seems like it's going to be something that's super expensive. Okay. Oh, this can be held with a shield or bow. That's interesting. Okay. So let's do our pickaxe and get that upgraded. So we did a lot of things today. Oh, so on page 4, it says go to the dungeon entrance and light the obelisk to reveal the keystones on your map. And then there's activate the northern keystone, the eastern, which this may have been what we activated on this island over here. This thing right over there. So it might be what that is. Activate the western keystone and then unlock the main dungeon on Bridgewater Island. Okay. Let's look at the map here. Oh, well, this doesn't really give us anything, but okay. Good to know. And then this takes us inside of the cave. Alrighty. So now we have an iron sword. What is this? Forward. It just says forward. It doesn't. I don't know what it means. What do you mean by forward? I'm not sure. I'll try to figure this stuff out the next episode. You can't click it. I know that's E, but this says forward, and I'm assuming if you do click something, it's gonna go on cooldown. So we'd like to know what. Either way, it's good to know. We have a better axe now, better pickaxe, better sword. We have an anvil, campfire. We have a house. We have a house. that's always a good step. That's always a step in the right direction. Looks like there's some more stuff we can build over here in the workbench. Not too bad. Yes, we'll have our hands tied for the next episode coming up. But I'm ready. I'm excited. Thank you guys for watching the first episode of Lynn's Island, and enjoy the show.